The next thing I want to touch base on is the remix mode. So if you go and type /settings, press enter and go into settings, you'll see this option of remix mode. And essentially what it allows you to do is to change your input prompt for an image that you have already created. So let's say I have these images ready. I will upscale one of them. So now I've scaled this image, and here there are 4 options. One of them is make variations, and when I click on it, a pop-up opens up with my input prompt. So now if I want, I can change the input prompt using the remix feature, and this is what we call the remix feature, and basically change anything that I want in this input prompt and the image will be regenerated. So let's say I make it fisherman just for the sake of changing the image, and it will create a completely new output based on that. So you see how changing the input prompt, the overall composition and the theme of the image remained the same, and it added a fisherman on top of it just because I changed used the remix prompt. Now, just to give you an idea of how this works, essentially what remix prompt does is it recreates the image using a different text prompt by assigning it the same seed number. I can achieve the same result that I achieved here by using the same seed number of the original image. In that way, it focuses on using the new text prompt provided, but keeps the basic flair and artistic sense of the underlying image the same. The last thing I want to cover in this section is the blend feature. So far, everything that we have done is by using the imagine command. For the first time, we won't use imagine. We're going to use blend, which is another feature available. Now, this is the same thing as providing multiple URLs to the algorithm. So essentially, it allows you to provide multiple images as the input prompt to the Midjourney algorithm without any text. So what I'm going to do is choose the same photo that we worked with before of the woman, and then this time I'm going to add a photo on top of something different. Let's say, where are my text of photos? Okay, yeah. So I added an actual photo of Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, and let's see how this works. And the command has been sent. I don't need this. While it runs, let me try and achieve the same result from the imagine command. So essentially what I'll do is I'll provide a URL link of the Gal Gadot photo plus the URL link of the woman's photo that we have been working with, and see if Midjourney can accept these two as a combination. So it did, and let's see what the outputs turn out to. Now our two images are ready, and they are essentially very close to each other, because what I did with blend here was that I provided two images, it created the URL for both the images and then ran them together. And then I did the exact same thing using the imagine command, where I provided the URL of the two images and ran them. And as you can see, the output is very similar. In both of them, you see touches of Wonder Woman while showing the face of the woman that we were referring to. The only reason blend turns out to be useful is that it's very handy to use on phone, and you can use up to 4 images, or I think 5. 4 and actually 5. So it allows me to attach 5 different images and blend them together, and that's why they basically launched this extra feature, so that on the go on your phone you can add multiple images at the same time and use the power of the blend feature. With that being said, this brings us to the end of our advanced parameters section. We covered a couple of useful things in this section, from adding images to assigning weights to images, to assigning weights to text, to working with remix and blend feature.